Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're looking in from. On the 8th of September, it is a Monday, and we are here in Flint, Michigan, USA, in the United States. Flint, Michigan, USA, where the water is formerly crappy, and the Flint City Hall building is the nation's ugliest public building. It has been determined by a survey to be. Never forget that. Welcome. It's 41 degrees, believe it or not. Yes, it is fall-like, but it's going to feel much milder when the day gets deeper in here. We're going to get up to about 70 degrees, and then by Wednesday should be back up to around 80. We're still 2 weeks away from the end of summer officially, so hey, we should be still having a little bit of summer weather to enjoy. Although I got to tell you that the guy and the gal who have the pool next door and have used it exactly twice probably won't use it anymore this season. I don't think we're going to hit 90 anymore. I'm not a meteorologist, but it just seems to me like the trend is heading that way. All right, so let's see who's joining us again. We've got Chris meandering on over again from New Mexico, as Tina has done from the hospital in New Jersey, Joyzy. We also have Ohio Kim back with us again, joining in, along with Rob Suka. Good afternoon again, Rob Suka. 41 degrees Fahrenheit right now here in Flint. Going to be close to 70, probably will hit 70 today. And as I said, probably 80 in the next couple of days. I need a donate button. That would be cool. It would kind of like be our virtual tip jar. I wouldn't argue with that. We could always use that. You know, they used to do something like that over on Periscope, wasn't it? If we had all these hearts, you got to be a super broadcaster, which we ultimately got to be. And then you have all these hearts that are being tossed in your direction, which is kind of like a way to do that kind of tipping to the creator. There are ways to do it here, but I just don't qualify on YouTube. You got to like and subscribe to do that. You got to like and subscribe, but you got to have a lot of people doing that. Not only do you have to, but you really got to coax a lot of your friends to do that. You got to really do that, because we're a long way away from qualifying to be live here without having Prism as our app of choice to get us here. We don't go straight on YouTube and go live that way. It's a different way to do it. So that means monetizing is a little bit different here. Oh, shoot. All right, it's going to be 71 in Ohio, where it's 49 now. Reports live on the scene, Ohio Kim. A lot of sun. It's out there now. Not warming things yet, but it will. May not hear the furnace go off anymore today. We've already, I think it's gone off at least 5 times since I woke up this morning. At least 5 times. Which usually happens when it gets down between 40 and 45 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you who still want to bask in those 90s, Chris has that for you, evidently, in New Mexico today. Don't miss that. 62 now there. We've got a mud of the month. You know, with this calendar, every month we are able to highlight one mixed breed. And so we're going to highlight this one because that's what's on the page. Bear is his name. He's a British dog from Swindon, England, the UK. He's a Terrier Corgi Beagle mix. And there for you today to smile at. On Monday, it's Bear. Right there. Linda is right under the covers, so it doesn't make any difference how warm or cold it is. She's cozy. Cozy, probably with Hendrix. Often wonder how many people are doing that, you know? They're watching us and hanging with us, but they haven't yet gotten out of bed. I know that's happened at times, but I wonder how often, if it happens more than even is admitted, where you guys are able to kind of scooch under the covers and stay there nice and warm and comfy while we're out here braving the elements. Tim Fan has a yo-yo and he's up high on the roof like he always is. There he is. Good morning, Tim Fan. Tina, who is cozy but not in her own bed, but rather one of those in the hospital where she's been spending way too much time lately. Way too much. See, Tim Fan would like to watch in bed. He would like to. What are you doing and where are you doing today, Tim Fan? Are you on the roof or somewhere else in the house? Back to Steve and Steph.
I'm good, but I have this is why we don't have nice things story to tell you.
Let's do it.
So, when Ozzy passed away,
Yes.
It touched me more than I thought it would.
Sure.
So, I went to Ozzy's website, and I got
Insulation.
one of the last, if not the last, stuffed Ozzy bat.
Right.
That was on the website.
I do
You remember?
I do. Yes. Yeah. They were very cool.
So, a great bat with Ozzy written across the chest there.
A nice little keepsake.
Mm-hmm. Put it on my bookshelf in the living room at home. Thought nothing about it until I got home from my trip to Maryland to see M on Thursday morning, and I can't.
Well, no, it's tragic. It sounds tragic.
So, I guess in all of the free time that she thought she had, Lovey took not only my stuffed Ozzy bat, but my stuffed Garfield plush toy,
Oh, wow.
and they were just ripped to shreds on the floor of my living room.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? The Ozzy bat?
Right.
I mean, the Garfield I can get any day.
Sure.
But those stuffed Ozzy bats from his website, they're worth hundreds of dollars now on eBay.
And it was like a one-of-a-kind thing. Like, they don't make
No.
Yeah.
No.
So your only chance is to see if someone is, like, selling theirs for
So,
a crazy amount.
My career in speculative Ozzy bat stuffed animals ended right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, of all the stuff. And my favorite cookbook.
Yes, yeah. Holy cow.
Somehow,
While you were gone, they had their way with your bookshelf.
you know what? Homer and Daphne, they're lazy. All right?
Right.
They don't get into this stuff. But Lovey got onto the coffee table that's in front of the bookshelf, which enables her to get up onto the higher shelves. And
She had a step stool to help her with it even. Well, that was nice of you, Mom, to put that right there.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, that is terrible. You know, and it's it reminds me of why I've gone through 3 couches in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Because although I love my dogs, they are, like you said, the reason why I can't have nice things.
Yep.
That's all you can do is shake your head, Steph. You almost looked like you wanted to cry. It was terrible.
Another Ozzy loss for me.
Yes, it was exactly.
It was like losing him all over again.
Man, I wish I could help. Like we said, though, we can't because they don't make them. It was just a quick thing, and now you can't get them out now. Lucky you love them.
I know,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? Otherwise,
Oh.
lost my patience. Finding my final string.
The Foxhole Morning Show. Johnny Burke and Steph.
Now, lucky for me that Jacko is not a home destroyer like Denver used to be. Jacko has his own way of being a jerk, but it's usually directed at people outside of the home, not inside. First year as a puppy, Denver was labeled Denver the Destroyer because he was. He destroyed everything, including 2 TV remotes that he chewed up. But I think in this case, her dog, which was a foster, this Lovey that she's talking about, was a foster that she decided to keep. Now she's wondering about it, but probably does not like the fact that she was gone for that long. That's kind of what happens with that. You end up with a dog that is a little bit irritated that you have left that dog, and so the way to get even is to try to dissuade you from wanting to leave anymore because you're going to find stuff destroyed when you get home. All right, we're going to get to the traffic in a minute here. She's talking about Ozzy, thinking about him. I say they, the music world, paid tribute to him last night in the, believe it or not, MTV Video Music Awards. Do you realize they still play videos somewhere? I don't think it's on MTV that they play them, though. If they play them, I don't know where they are. But they were saluted last night on CBS. And they did I say they again, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, along with a couple of other artists whose names escape me because I'm not familiar with them, did an Ozzy tribute last night on that show, which I think was probably the only ode to any kind of classic rock music that was shown. MTV Finland. You have an MTV in Finland. Do they still play videos there, Rob Suka? They quit doing that here in the United States many years ago. In fact, I wonder if anybody who's under 20 even knows what a video is. Well, they must if they were paying tribute to them last night. But I don't know where you find them. They did stop also. All right, we pretty much have wrapped up what was going on the roads here, and that deer has been moved out, so that's good. Once again, a reminder to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. Tell all your friends about us being here, because they might enjoy it like you do. Once again, we find Linda has aged out of most popular culture. Tim Fan has sent newest addition to the family. We're going to have to check that out there, Tim Fan, because you have a new addition. You still have Bro around with you, right? Remember, we had introduced the world to him when you got him. The only other dog that I've ever heard of named Bro, aside from the one I had between 1974 and 1988. He couldn't even walk. He was tied to your porch, named him Zippy. Couldn't even walk, and Bro is still there. Yeah, all right. Cool. We're going to have to check out Zippy. That makes Bro the big brother now, which is the reason, I guess, for the name to begin with. We had this dog before that name was, or that word was cool. All right. All right, let's see. Mount Morris Township, the deer's been moved out of the road. It looks like we have no other crashes to replace the ones that have been cleaned up. And so far, right now, we're doing fine, getting you going deeper into your Monday morning commute. No crashes, no unusual delays, good story. However, for updated Vehicle City information, Vehicle City traffic information, it's at classicfox.com/traffic whenever you need it all day long. And whenever you spot a problem that you need to tell us about, you do that at 810-230-WRSR. That's 810-230-9777 to be a traffic tipster right here on 103.9 The Fox. And you got 2 kittens. Really? Dog was neglected, kept in a cage. Wow. I'm going to have to check this out. You wonder why they do that. Just arbitrarily just tie them somewhere and then leave, rather than take them to even if they can't keep them, take them to a shelter where at least they can somehow be rehomed, and you know they can be. Although, if you watch TikTok nowadays, you would wonder, because, and I've complained about this and I'm going to do it again, a lot of the TikTok feed that I was watching, because of the way the algorithm works, since I was always and have been always interested in watching animal video stuff. That doesn't mean that's the only thing I want to see, but that's what TikTok is showing me now. These animals that are in trouble. They either have people who need to raise money for them because they have major surgery that needs to be done and they can't afford to do it. They, the owner, can't afford to do it. So they've got to take to TikTok to try to get something going and maybe get themselves on a TikTok creator fund. And so you have to do certain things on TikTok, hit certain buttons in order to be able to qualify them to get that money from the creator fund, which might help pay a little bit of the vet bill. And then they have the other people who are either owners of, volunteers at, or employees of these animal shelters that are also under the gun financially and are in danger of closing unless more money is raised from people who are viewing TikTok videos. And so I interacted with a couple of those in the past, and it wasn't a mistake to do it, but what it did do is it caused the algorithm to direct all of those stories, and there are a lot of them out there, my way. And so now that's all I've seen. Now, I've been told that you can reset that algorithm, or that you can reset the For You page so that the algorithm is negated, at least temporarily, and you don't see all those of the same kind videos. But eventually, if you continue to see some of them and you start to interact as you tend to do, or at least I do, they're going to come back again, and that's all you're going to see again. So we're back to that again. Hard to pay for all the food and shots now, but you're figuring it out. I'm wondering how you're getting by with that, Tim Fan. I mean, what you're doing can be lucrative when you are as good as you are doing what you're doing, but even then, there's so much and only so much you can do for the animals that you appear to be acquiring. It's becoming a menagerie in your home now based on the way you're describing it. Food, shots, and that's the thing. All these animals need vet care. And the vets are becoming more expensive, as is everything else now. So kudos to you for at least giving a shot to do it. Watch out, make sure that you don't get in over your head, but as long as you're able to handle it, more power to you, man. That's great.
Monday morning, Steve Driver filling in. Steph Barber, of course, joining us. And we're looking forward, weather-wise, to a great week ahead. I'm telling you what.
It doesn't get much better than this.
We're going to use menagerie as the word of the day. Linda has put that up there. So learn how to spell, pronounce, use in a sentence the word menagerie. And if you throw Tim Fan's name in there, that would be fine. That's a nice sentence.
Northern Michigan, they were experiencing
1-bedroom apartment on top of that. Well, at least you can keep them within sight.
Yeah, about halfway between Houghton and Hancock.
If you were in a major-sized house, that might be a little more difficult, but geez.
Lions game, there was a weather alert for frost warnings.
Really?
Up
In
north
Green
of-
Bay?
Well, that north of Clare County.
Okay.
Like in Michigan. I was like, oh, wow, I guess. Well, you know, where we were here in Perry and Morris, where I live, the temperature dropped to 42
It did get chilly.
last night. Yeah, so it was definitely cold. So going north, I guess I could see it hitting that 30-something area for sure. And apparently, Eagle Bay, little
Yeah.
flurries.
Well, we're going to see a high of 69 today with lots of sun.
bad. That's
A
great.
low of 46,
See,
which
okay.
we can do.
Yes.
Tuesday, 76 sunshine. Wednesday, 79 sunshine. Thursday, 80 sunshine. Friday, sunshine 81. Saturday, sunny 81. Sunday, sunny 79.
Nice.
And it looks like our lows will be in the 50s.
See, that's I'll talk about a great week ahead, and it was funny because we were like one extreme to the other. 2 weeks ago, all the air conditioners were
Oh, I
running.
know.
It's almost 100 outside. You
Yeah.
can barely stand it. And then last week, like Hal and I think Hal said his heat actually kicked on sometime last night or this morning. And I had told him I turned mine off because I had a feeling it was going to get that low.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I'll just click it off because it would have come on without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. And I told you I used my
Yes.
heater in the Jeep
Yeah.
with the windows open, which
Yeah.
I know is kind of, it
Well,
defeats the purpose, but
But, you know, if the feet needed to be warm, that's
right,
what that
exactly.
was.
The rest of me needed the breeze.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm with you on that one. And experiencing, like you mentioned, some of this fall weather here lately. We were thinking about some pumpkin spice things that
Yeah.
are kind of coming around.
So, oh my Lord. So, just on a whim, I did a Google search for just pumpkin spice pie stuff.
Right?
Do you know that Walmart has 8 pages of pumpkin pie stuff?
You said 8 pages.
8. Walmart.com,
I
yes.
almost thought you said a page, and I'm like, wait. I think
No.
you
I
said
said 8 pages.
8 pages. Holy cow.
I'm trying to get to the top here.
8 pages.
8, yes.
Pumpkin spice. So that means pumpkin spice everything.
Everything. So we've got pumpkin Noosa yogurt. We've got pumpkin spice moon pies. And muffins.
Goodness.
And more yogurt. And, we can't forget the pumpkin spice Cheerios.
Those I would try.
Not to be outdone, so General Mills has the Cheerios, right?
Yes.
Kellogg's has the pumpkin pie spiced frosted mini wheats.
Nice.
Pillsbury pumpkin chocolate cookie dough.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the already made cookies that you just put on a sheet.
Sure.
Those come in pumpkin.
Nice.
Yuck. Werther's, my favorite caramels,
Fell for the
now have pumpkin spice caramels.
They
Thank
fell
you.
for it.
Ghirardelli, pumpkin spice caramel, milk chocolate, candies.
I do love their caramel.
Pumpkin spice Philadelphia, the pumpkin spice Special K I mentioned. There's just so much of it. So, in my travels this weekend, I found pumpkin pie M&Ms.
Right. The candy that melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Right.
So I propose that we try one.
Yeah, why not? Because as we mentioned, you had asked me about my thing for pumpkins, and because I don't do any of the drinks, I don't really try anything with it. So this is kind of like, almost for me, a first official taste.
All right, you're going to go
at
first.
Something pumpkin spice. All right, here we go with an M&M.
All right. Just talk amongst yourselves while Steve chews a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, not that bad. I am not.
Really?
Not that bad at all. But I like M&Ms. So it tastes like the M&M. You get to the inside, it just kind of tastes like a pumpkin spice, I guess, how it's supposed to taste. For me, it's a new thing, though, because I don't usually do the pumpkin anything other than a pumpkin pie.
Not a fan.
Not falling for it?
No, not a fan.
There you go.
Yuck. You can have the rest of the bag.
So try it at your own risk. Pumpkin
Not a
spice
fan.
M&Ms.
Yuck.
And yeah, if you could see the look on her face, which you can at Facebook Live, you could tell that these are not a favorite of Steph's at all. No, she's not enjoying.
I knew I didn't like them on principle. Now I can safely say I really don't like them at all.
Yeah, we tried a pumpkin spice M&Ms. I give it a so-so. Steph's definitely not.
Yep, 2 thumbs down. Which means I won't be trying the pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts anytime soon.
And I'm going to need something other than pumpkin to wash this down.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, the longer it sits in the mouth, the worse it gets. Stick around, Queen. Crazy Little Thing coming up next on The Fox.
It's gingerbread, says Linda. That's the flavor that you want. As we're getting closer toward the end of this thing, Tina has pumpkin spice whoopie pies. Really? Okay. Tim Fan's out of here. Got insulation to do. Got to make more money to get back and be able to feed that menagerie, right? That's the only way it happens. New recipe here from Pennsylvania. That's where the whoopie pies come from? I don't know if they're getting ready to do a traffic update or not. It seems like they're kind of like betwixt and between here with what they're doing. So I better get looking at what's going on here. I don't really see anything going on that's making any difference to the traffic flow, which is good. Johnny's gone until Monday. Anybody wondering? They're in Nashville celebrating Johnny's and his first wife's 45th wedding anniversary. They wanted to do it in August, but because the station was so busy and he was everywhere because we had so many things going on, they couldn't do it until now. And they're in Nashville now. I'm going to play on the supposition that they're going to not do traffic, but I'm going to be ready anyway. I know he was talking about going to the Grand Ole Opry. You like betwixt as a word. I'm going to use that word before I use the word bling. And I'm certainly going to use it before I use the word meh.
Showtime at 8 p.m. Tickets start at $47 and are on sale now at the box office or online at etix.com. Modern Rock Powerhouse live. Live at Soaring Eagle Casino, Friday, October 10th. SoaringEagleCasino.com.
See, they're going to go right into a song. That's it. We're going right into a song. Tina says that one, well, look like we maybe want to have supposition as a bankable, or is it betwixt? Either way, if it's bankable, we'll never get to it. You know how things go here. If it's a bankable word, we never hear from it again. Very quickly, Powerball. You know, over the weekend, it got captured by 2 tickets. You know, I always say and warn you guys that when the Powerball prize, or even Mega Millions, same way, when it gets way, way, way up there in value, your odds on winning it don't change. No matter what the value of the jackpot is, your odds on winning it don't change. What does tend to change, though, when the jackpot gets way up there, is your odds on being the only winner, because more and more people want to buy tickets then, so the odds on somebody getting those numbers will tend to go down just a little bit. Somebody getting those numbers apart from you, even if you got them. And that's exactly what happened. We had one situation here where at a $1.8 billion jackpot value, we had 2 tickets that managed to match all the numbers. Now, one in Texas, one in Missouri, so they're going to have to split that prize, which is still a pretty tidy prize, right? But we also have a situation that unfolded where the drawing for that same Powerball game, but the drawing on August the 30th, scored a $50,000 jackpot. Not the biggest, but 50,000 is 50,000 for somebody in Maryland who was buying his first ever lottery ticket. Never bought a lottery ticket before, and got $50,000 first try. Not bad. Says right now that prize money is going into savings for the time being. Savings for the time being. Smart move. Probably reinvest some of that in lottery tickets further, because sometimes that's what you want to do, reinvest. In fact, I think Johnny's got that as his retirement plan. Win the lottery and then reinvest it to win more. All right, guys, thank you very much for your attendance, your attention, being here on a Monday on YouTube. We are going to be here again tomorrow on TikTok, followed by Facebook, followed by Twitch, followed by YouTube. Our 2-hour block from 6:30 to 8:30 in the Eastern Time Zone. And I guess we're going to have Pathfinder here for us the last moments of the day. Slyman is here in New Hampshire. Going to put all that money into your account for you. I will do that. You know what? I will do that. You have been such a loyal viewer here that we will do that. We will put all the money into an account for you when we win the big prize. We will do that. Okay? So, until tomorrow morning, wherever it is you join us, TikTok or one of the other ones, have yourself a pleasant, peaceful, productive Monday. Thank you very much for your attendance and your attention. Come back and join your friends, the Hal Raisers, here in the Hal Hole again tomorrow morning. Okay? Okay.